Pikes Peak's always been like a thing to check off the bucket list. So knowing that we're going to be driving it now is it's remarkable. It still really hasn't sunk in. Alright guys, very special episode today. If you guys haven't been to our channel before, my name is Robert. I'm the owner here at StudioRSR. Today's episode, we are proud to announce that this is the first year that we got accepted and are competing in Pikes Peak International Hillclimb 2023. I'm still in shock, as much as everybody else here on the team, that we're going to be competing at Pikes Peak. For me, ever since I was a little kid that I can remember watching TV, watching racing on TV, Pikes Peak's always been like a thing to check off the bucket list. So knowing that we're going to be driving it now is it's remarkable. It still really hasn't sunk in. Right now, as we're talking, we are literally in the last 7 days before the car has to leave, be put on the trailer, and go from LA all the way to Colorado Springs.
Stop one, successful.
Someone tell me why I'm more nervous for this part. Huh? I'm more nervous for this part than I am to drive the mountain. Fingers crossed. tech with flying colors, so no issues through there. I was like telling everybody I was more nervous about tech inspection than I am to actually drive Pikes Peak. So super glad we got past that and we got the tech sticker. So now we're here at Pikes Peak International Raceway. It's about 20 minutes from Colorado Springs, so super close by. It's perfect. And we've got a lot of other teams here today. We've got the NSX, we've got the Ford van, Reese Millen, and the M8. We're out here, and we've got the Alpine team here with their A110 Pikes Peak Special. So we did a few test runs right now, and the original tuning that we had back at home at pretty much sea level was heat soaking like crazy out here. I couldn't even finish a lap here without getting to heat soak all the way at the end at the last turn. It's a really short lap. It's a cool raceway. It's basically like a very, very small version of ECS. But yeah, so luckily Zach at Counterspace Garage, even though he's off today, shout out to him for helping us out. He looked at the logs, sent us a revision, we went back out, and we were able to run back to back to back. So now the only thing that was holding me back is the engine oil temperature, so I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on that, make sure we don't get too hot there. But now we can finally move on to tuning the suspension and just making sure all the aero is holding up. Everyone here at PPIR is super chill, so pretty much go out, open test, and you can either do an oval or you can dip in to do the infield and really just figure out what you want to do to the car. So it's super nice. We get to test the high-speed aero and the suspension, and then also in the infield we get to do the slow, tight turns. So the guys are cutting the front tunnel diffusers right now because we're getting a little bit of rubbing, but that was easy. It's like barely rubbing, so that's good. And then they're just gonna check everything, and then we're gonna go out for another run, and then hopefully try to do 3 full out laps without having to let off. So stay tuned. We are on the mountain for the first time ever. Pretty sure we're probably the only team that has never actually set foot on the mountain, and we're about to go do our first practice and qualifying right now. So unfortunately for us, we're in the division called Time Attack 1, and we're set up to run the first section of the course on the first day, which is also going to count as qualifying for the whole week. So hoping to get maybe 2 practice runs in and then probably do a qualifying run. So my 3rd time ever on this section, we're gonna try and do a time. So it's kind of sinking in now because we've got all the teams here all gathered together. We're amongst the likes of Reese Millen, David Donahue. We've got factory works teams like Alpine, Acura, Honda, Porsche. So we're out here.
Let's roll.
Let's see if we can do it.
Day one testing on sector 1 of the mountain went pretty well. Basically got a good shakedown of the car. Toby, Robert drove pretty well. Pretty impressed, you know, the times that we put down comparing to all the other cars out here, given that a lot of people have a lot more experience than us. It's our first time out here.
I'm really stoked. Like,
For what we have,
for what we're running, yeah.
it's
And the fact that we're turning heads too.
Are we?
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, really?
We've had multiple people come up to us and talk to us too. so,
Really?
yeah.
So the only issues we're having, right? The suspension's great. That one click made a huge difference.
yeah.
We got 2 punctures and somehow yesterday at the test track, and then our biggest issue is cooling. Just the thinner air up here. Yeah, and how much boost we're running. So we're gonna try and figure something out for that. But yeah, being up this high, the thinner air is totally different. Even though it's probably 50 degrees out, it's only gonna get worse when we get up to the section 2 and section 3. But overall, really stoked. We didn't really have an issue, you know, nothing that we didn't foresee happening. So now it's just, you know, solving the problems that we know we have. And we're on street tires, so
Everybody's on slicks.
yeah.
With tire warmers.
With tire warmers.
Yeah.
We're on
Wherever you're on cold street tires.
Play the clip of when we're taking up, the fucking car goes.
Dude, I was like,
Yeah.
dude, it's dusty, right? And whenever we were on slicks back home, whenever it's dusty, it doesn't feel as good. So I was like, oh, it probably works up here, but I guess it's not. So, but the cool thing is, whenever we practice at home, like when we're in a competition, a multi-day competition, we always do better when we do the practice days on 200 treadwear, and then on race day we throw the slicks on.
Like, oh,
the car's
fuck.
just fucking prime. So
Well, I mean, off of the leaderboards today, we're in time attack 1, we're 3rd as
We're
of
third.
right now.
really,
And we're not on slicks
behind
yet.
a GT3.
yeah,
or
but we're
GT2
30
RS.
seconds behind
Huh?
second and first.
Okay, yeah, we're 30 seconds behind a freaking GT935 Club
Yeah,
Sport.
GT2 RS. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Like I said, I'll be
It's-
happy if we get fastest rookie team.
That's what I'm hoping.
Or fastest,
Yeah.
fastest street legal car.
Yeah.
Street legal car. We got registration papers. What's up?
We're 40 seconds behind that.
That's first place.
Is that one first place? The
No, the
935
GT2
or the
RS.
GT2?
That's
Okay, yeah.
They're like buddy.
Donahue's.
Yeah. I would love to drive that.
100%.
It's on rails.
No, the Lotus is on rails.
Really?
No, his license plate
Oh,
is
it's
on
on
rails.